Good morning. It is another day at Smith Welding Restoration. We are following up with the Taurus car lot fix. This isn't an A-level repair. This isn't a restoration level repair. This isn't a B-level repair. This is a see you later, a C repair. See you the fuck later repair. The owner knows what they're buying. They requested it. Okay. You work to the level you're getting paid. Smidge above that. For these guys, I try not to go that smidge above. You know, give an inch, take a mile type of mentality. So, here when I get started, I'm going to hit you with the footage we took Friday. It was supposed to leave Friday, and I said, fuck it. I had other shit to deal with. I had to go adjust the carburetor that I put on, that I rebuilt, Motorcraft 2100, 2150, I rebuilt for an 83 T-Bird. It loaded up. He couldn't figure it out. Well, I go over there, spent 5 minutes in a vacuum gauge. I found a massive intake air leak. Just a hose that wasn't hooked up. That's all it was. It's Ralph, the owner of the Monte Carlo. If it was a casual customer whining at me in this fashion, I probably would have charged him for the trip. I've known Ralph for a number of years. He's good people. He and his wife Denise have a very simplified, unique perspective of the world, and I adore that in anybody that can. Anybody with that mentality. They're not, you know, we're not talking about stupid people or ignorant people. It's people that are like, you know what, fuck it. There's all this out there. I'm happy with where I'm at and what I got and the things that I'm aiming for. More people need that. More people need that. This is what I want. Fuck the rest of the world. And that's how Ralph and his wife Denise live. And like I said, I adore them for that, for certain. All right, so I'm gonna hit you some footage up right after this with it in primer on Friday, and then we're gonna roll right into what we're working on this second. We're in primer. We're gonna let this clear out enough to sand. But you can see that line where the trim goes is now relative straight. We got to clean up that spot, get those lines redefined, but I need to get primer on this. We got to go change the starter on an F250 real quick. Field trip type of shit. But you can see we got it back mostly into the original fucking shape. Shot some 2K high build. What is it, LM8000, I think. I told you I'd show you. I didn't get a shot before we shot the primer while it was still in filler. Oh well, you get the idea. Prep work, it's kind of important. I was a dipshit, I oversprayed on this motherfucker. It's not now, so we're good. I'll block this down. I'm gonna hit it with some spot putty here, there. I'm gonna get the really bad spots. And that's all I'm getting, is the spots that didn't sculpt out all the way. You got one there. I tapped it down. I tapped it down a little too far, actually. But here we are, folks. I'm gonna get the spot putty on this, and then we can seal it, and then we can go right over everything. I'm gonna show you today. Here in a second, I'm going to show you today on this here. I've got a bunch of paint from the project, silvers, some bronze and metallics, shit like that. I'm going to show you how I get $60 a pint and a pint to cover this. Now you're looking at it going, no fucking way he's going to cover 2 doors, a fender, and a bumper with a pint. Check it out. Back at you. We're in the sealer. Now 1K sealer, I love this shit. My main supplier can't get it to me no more, so I'm gonna have to find it. You know, there's imperfections. I don't care, the owner won't care. I mean, look at that. Look at that body line. It's got a little bow to it. But really? Really? I think we're alright. I just spot sealed it. Where it wasn't gold, it got gold. I'm going through, you can see where that's still wet, flashing off. He brought me the wrong trim. Not only was it the wrong color, it had these silver inlays. We scuffed it all and shot it. Fuck it. Ooh, what the hell? That's some cool shit. We spot sealed it where it needs to be sealed, and that's it. That's all we're gonna do. That's it. You know, you get down, you can start seeing some of the issues. I didn't tell you she was gonna be perfect, but this is gonna be passable for a drivable vehicle now. I've got these pieces over here, mirror, that. Next step is we let it flash off. Make sure I've sealed up all the mapping. There's so much mud in this thing. Not recommended, by the way. Wrong way to do shit, by the way. There's so much mud in it, it's soaking up all the sealer and it's leaving it mapped out. So I hit it with another coat and another coat as it flashes off, and I'll seal up everywhere it's mapping out. I'll show you after I get the trash paint on here that gets us close to where we want to be. So okay, we're kind of fast forwarding a little bit here. That is full wet coat of that weird off-color mix-up shit I did, and one full wet coat of the right color on top of it. You can see we're in good recognition to our color match. I stopped at the bumper cover because I wanted to show you, you know, we got close, we got reasonable. A lot more silver to it, but that's alright. You see the differences? I stopped at the bumper cover, brought it around. I'm going to finish shooting this side as soon as I get that finished up. But you can see some imperfections. We knew this. But those are, yeah, see here, you can see the difference where it's blending. Or rather, not blending. But that's that trash paint, this junk that I had, see? A little dimple there. You know, a couple dimples there. We don't care. It's in shape now. It doesn't look like it's been wrecked, run over, fucked up. So that's the proper color there, one coat. That's the mixed up shit. And then. But I squeaked out a little extra cash. We're on this Taurus still. Motherfucker should have been gone. What I did was a colossal fucking rookie error. I got my hose pinched up underneath the wheel, kinked it, ran fucking raw paint reducer right down the side, took it all the way down to the original scuffed base coat that I had on it. So we walked away for about an hour and a half. I came back and sanded it down. Let's look at it real quick. So that's what I fucked up, and that's where I fucked up. You know, I hit it and it fucking ran. There's still imperfections. I don't care. We're so far over this. We're so far past this. So owner comes in. I'm laying down that weird metallic silver or bronze shit, right? They come in when we're working on it. I bought enough paint. Mind you, a pint of fucking paint. It gets you top side 2 pints spray, quart sprayable. I've taken this pretty much as far as I'm gonna. It's a good match. You look at this. You look at this. We got a good match. It's reasonable at least. I think we'll be all right. But what's bitching is showing you. I use that one base to lay down here first and take care of the basic color spread to mask and cover everything that was sealed. It's kind of like tinting your sealer. That's what I've got left. That's what I got left out of the pint. I have almost an actual pint mixed up, so I've used about half the paint. I put 2 light coats, real light coats over everything. I mean, you can see the color match there. It's beautiful. And then we get hit with that then. So we negotiated a very small fee. I'm a little pissy about it, but we're going to make this work and we're going to make money off of it. All this is for shit. All the clear coat's crackling and peeling off. You see Jeremy over here right now. He's prepping off the rockers. He should have just used the hand masker so we weren't fucking off the big rolls. But I don't give a fuck at this point. I just want it out of here. He's taping around the door. He's going to tape up. Once he gets the rockers done and isolated, we're going to slam it shut. We're hitting this whole motherfucker with 320. I'm going to peel off this pinstriping. I'll hit it with the heat gun and just peel it off. It's easy enough. Did it on the other side. We're hitting this whole motherfucker with 320 and blow it off. Tack off this side. And then I'll breeze over this with the same color. Clear coat this motherfucker. Overworked and underpaid, people. Overworked and underpaid. I should just go be a fucking sideshow freak at the circus. I think I'd make better money. Definitely meet better people in a lot of circumstances. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting pissy in my old age. So that's where we're at. Fuck it. I'll show you when we wrap her up. There you go. Still laying out. You can see a little bit of texture on that shit. It's not that bad though. I zoomed in. It's fucking done. Very, 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 very minor, if any, color issue. I don't think it's even a color issue. I think it's reflection, refracted light, and the clear is still wet. There it is, you folks. Right here. Smith Welding. I'll show you how to do it right. Not even do them right. This one, we did neither. I showed you how to get it respectable looking. It's like the concept of ownership and control. You might own something, you don't control it. Same aspect. It's done. It looks respectable. But I can guarantee, behind closed doors, this broad's a whore. There's nothing proper about this job. Other than the fact, I get paid. They hustled me. They hustled me for some little something, something, something. So I fucking ran down this side real quick. We sanded it down with 180 then 320. I hit it with a little dump and spray sealer. Bada boom. There you go. We just fucking flew through it. I wasn't fucking around with it. I wasn't wasting a bunch of time and material. The and then. That's the and then. Look like I fixed it? No, of course I didn't. The official story is we ran out of paint. I shit you not. I stretched a pint. I painted 2 doors, 2 fenders, 4 doors, 2 fenders, and a bumper cover somehow with a pint. I think the shade's just a variant off, just barely. You get it out in the sun, you might see it. But I painted so much of this fucking car for so fucking cheap. If I get one fucking murmur either way, this guy pulls a lot of water into my shop. If I get that insult to injury, well, let's just put it this way. Money can't buy that type of shit. He'll be out here on his ear fastening and say, oh fuck. We had issues with the clear. I get in a hurry, I got in a hurry on this. I've wasted two fucking days on this, and it really only pays to be out here for a day. So what? Whatever. But I got in a rush, and I ran the clear. There may be still runs down here I didn't get completely addressed. No, don't look like it. I ran the clear down there though, and we came back with tape. You bop the tape, you just kind of pop the tape against it. It pulls that run out, and it leaves these little stringy tendrils. You let them lay back on the car. You shoot over it, it melts them back in. It's not, they're not perfect when you're done. But for this old broad, it's good enough.